Yeah.
Perfect. So we find ourselves here near this large crack in the ground. This is Deepfall Breach. Let me pull up the information here. The nameless chapel stands at the edge of Deepfall Breach. The mortared stones of the structure have stood fast against time, wind, and calamity, but its stained glass windows lie scattered in shards, and the heavy oaken doors hang loose and creaking on ancient hinges. You are caught amid a torrential rain, so you slip inside, eager to escape both the downpour and the baleful red glow emanating from the depths of the breach. Inside, the chapel casts a shadow of itself. Rotting pews, piles of refuse, tattered tapestries depicting battles long forgotten. Candles lend their meager glow in flickering clusters, while fragrant smoke curls from incense burners. Maze-like etchings litter a large desk occupying the far wall. Maddening, aren't they? The gruff, weathered voice precedes a hunched form dislodging itself from the shadows. Send you that. Silver streaks the coal-black fur of a wolfkin draped in tatty robes. He leans on a wicked-looking two-handed hammer. Numerous scars mark the wolfkin's lupine visage, with a stone sphere replacing his left eye. The breach, he continues, nodding towards the desk littered with labyrinthine maps. Impossible to map with any accuracy. He introduces himself as Stonegaze, although he also supplies his true name, Ingolfr. The name is not unknown to you, but the Ingolfr of whom you've heard tell is a fearsome warrior and famed hunter of demons, not an old hermit priest. Have ye come to delve the breach? He asks. There's good to be done, justice to be dealt, and riches to be uncovered, if ye've the metal for it. The leader of a sect of Demon Cultists holds the Worldbreaker Shard, the tip of the abyssal spear that split this land and created the breach. This power cannot stay in their grasp. Foul magics cloud their location from my sight, so ye must locate the shard through other means. Seek below a band of cultists transporting a prisoner, an orc named Goram. Goram knows the location of the cultist outpost and may serve as a valuable ally in the days to come. But be warned, a trio of goblin scouts plunder the breach, looting ancient crypts and robbing any who wander across their path. When the threat triggers, they will spring an ambush. Now, in the solo game, which we're doing a solo with 3 people, but in the solo game, you would have a 6-sided die set out. And any time that a significant amount of time passes, called a stretch of time, which is roughly 10 to 15 minutes, that dice gets advanced. And when it gets turned all the way to the 6, then this trio of goblin scouts will fall upon us. And so we need to make haste through the tunnels, but at some time we may want to spend time searching, and that's how we find loot and treasure. But hopefully they do not fall upon us in an inopportune time. Let me bring us to the first area on the map, and then we'll start looking at character sheets, Tony. And as soon as I see that Makander is pulled here, he's still coming. There he is. A sloping corridor carries you into the oppressive depths of the breach. Tread softly, lest ye wake the creatures of fang and wing nesting within the cracks and hollows of this ancient passage. Ingolfr's voice echoes in your mind as you head into the breach and find this first area, this plunging path. Let me pull your tokens onto the map, and we'll take a look at them. So we've got Aodhan and Makander and Sir Cornelius. So Tony, this is your first time playing Dragonbane, correct?
Correct.
If you click on your character, you can double click. It should pull up your character sheet. You're going to see your stats at the top: strength, constitution, agility, intelligence, willpower, and charisma. You've got most of your main skills on this first page, but if you click on the skills tab, it will show you the list of all of the skills on here. And to roll the dice, you just click on the name of the skill and it will roll a 20-sided die. And your object in this game is to roll low. You want to roll your score or under. A 1 is called a dragon, it's a really good roll. A 20 is a demon, it's a really bad roll. And so you always want to try to roll low. And so if I ask you to make a sneaking roll, you will roll sneaking, and then it will show us the results of that. If you fail, you have the opportunity to push the roll. Kind of like in Call of Cthulhu, how you can push the roll and try again. In this case, you will take a condition, and the conditions are exhausted, sickly, dazed, angry, scared, and disheartened. These are all listed below your ability scores. And so when you push a roll, you'll take one of those conditions, and then anytime you roll a skill that uses that condition, you will get what's called a Bane on the die. It's basically like disadvantage in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. You'll roll 2 dice, and you'll take the worst of the 2 rolls. Versus if I give you a boon on a die, you will roll 2 dice, and you'll take the better of the 2 rolls. And that's really how the game works. It's just rolling under your skills, and you can push rolls. You've got hit points, which is your health. You've got willpower points, which you use to activate your special abilities. If we go to the abilities and spells tab under yours, Tony, you've got a couple different abilities. You've got adaptive, which you can spend 3 willpower points, and that will let you, if you're rolling a skill, you can choose to make the roll using another skill of your choice. So you have to just justify it. So if I say make a sneaking roll, and geez, I'm not very good at sneaking, but I'm really good at something else like acrobatics, then can I use an acrobatics roll? I'm like, yeah, maybe you use your deafness to avoid the things that look like they might make sound and scuff your feet and things like that. So you get to choose a different skill to roll. That would just cost you 3 willpower points.
Can I ask a question here?
Yes, please go ahead.
Looking at the core skills, is it just showing me all of them, and it's only the ones in bold that I have?
No, you have all of those skills. The ones in bold are the ones that, based on your character's profession, the ones that you are better at, so you get those are boosted in character creation.
Okay.
Those are probably your better skills. Excuse me. You have magic tricks and magic spells. Your magic tricks cost you 1 willpower point, and they just take effect. Your spells, you have to roll to get them to go, and they will cost you 2 willpower points. But you can upcharge them. When we come to casting spells, we'll kind of talk about how you can upcharge that. But in order to cast a spell, you need to roll your magic skill, which right now is a 14. So you need a 14 or lower, and then it will cost you willpower points, and then the spell will take effect. But for now, we are here on this plunging path, and we've been advised by Ingolfr to be cautious because we don't want to wake the beasts of Fang and Wing that nest here. So how should we proceed? Excuse me.
I'm assuming our goal is to head down towards the torched area and move further
absolutely.
in. Okay.
Excuse me.
So I'm guessing either Sir Cornelius or... can't make out the other name.
Makander, yeah.
Yeah, one of those two are going to take the lead.
I would suspect so. Who would like to go first?
I feel like both me and Sir Cornelius probably want to go first.
Yeah, I know Sir Cornelius gets a Bane on his sneaking rolls.
Because of
armor. Same here. There's no stealth with us too. Well, I mean, we could get extremely lucky, but...
Let's have Makander give me an awareness roll.
That is also a Bane, but you never know.
Helmet.
Yeah.
So with this, we take the 2 rolls with a Bane. You take the higher roll, which is an 11, so that's a fail. So you can push the roll and take a condition, or we'll just say your awareness fails. What would you like to do?
Makander's not too worried about his, immediate surroundings. He's just having a stroll.
You know that there are dangers in this passageway, but all you can see is the path in front of you. If you want to proceed, Makander, if you want to be stealthy, you can make a sneaking roll.
I think he would make an attempt. We were told to. He's maybe a bit half-heartedly, but he would attempt it.
Yeah.
Plate armor. It's pretty loud.
That 5 would have been great. Do you want to push that roll?
That 5 would have been great, but I'm not going to trust it.
Right. We'll move you down to about... Oh, I've got you paused. That's why you guys can't move. I'll move you down to about there. And then, Sir Cornelius, why don't you give me a sneaking roll as well? And Aodhan, I'll have you give me one as well. Oh, yeah, again, a 5 would have been good, but we got to take the 18, unless you want to push that roll, Sir Cornelius.
I don't think I'll succeed on that, so I think I'll just stick with that roll.
You guys in your clanking armor.
Yeah, it's the eternal pain of being a knight. No stealth. Never stealth.
Now, I have a decent awareness. Would it do me any good to roll to,
Yeah,
I'm assuming, visually inspect the path?
Yeah, give me an awareness roll.
Still failed.
Do you want to push that roll?
Nah, let's just traipse along and see what happens.
Aodhan's probably distracted by me and Makander making so much noise.
Yeah.
We're pretty loud. That's gotta be horrifying to this guy. He knows what's up.
That if you want to give me a sneaking roll, Aodhan will
determine
how this all goes here.
Jeez.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
Do you want to push that roll?
Yeah, let's push that roll.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
So you're going to choose one of those conditions, and you'll select it, and then you'll just hit the push roll again. It will re-roll it.
That was sneaking, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that works.
That succeeded. Which condition did you take?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. Perfect. And then, yep, that is checked on your character sheet. Well done. So you managed to sneak, and so as you are bringing up the rear, you probably see this before the others would, and thankfully it doesn't come after you. But there is danger in here. There are some bats, and this is a swarm of bats. And let me draw us all into combat. Combat in this game, you draw a card if we were seated at a table, an initiative card. Let me get a combat-y music going.
I do not roll initiative good.
So if you go to the combat encounters, it's the 2 crossed swords. You can click on the little deck of cards and it will draw an initiative card for you. And these bats have ferocity.
Ooh.
So these, let me duplicate them. So this is a monster.
Oh, no.
It has what's called ferocity, so it gets 2
Ooh.
attacks each round. So there the cards are drawn. And we will begin combat. Sir Cornelius, you will go first as these bats come swooping down.
Well, I think seeing the bats swoop down and seeing no other alternative, I will draw my greatsword and attempt to drop some of them from the air.
Okay. And then you can target the bats. You can click on the token. I think you hit T, or you can right-click it, and there's a little icon of a bullseye that will make them your target, and then the Foundry will automate some of the rolls, but you can also just roll your dice, and we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Either way is fine. That is a demon. So that is bad. Well, it's good and bad. Good in that it now gives you, at the end of the adventure, a chance to try to improve your swords. But bad in that something terrible happens. Let's see what the mishap is. Oh, you drop your weapon at your feet. To pick it up will be an action. So as you draw your sword, it just slips out of your fingers. It doesn't go far, but and thankfully it doesn't go off the edge. But that is not an auspicious start. The monsters will attack, and monster attacks, Tony, they always hit in Dragonbane. They never miss, but you have the option to evade them, and that takes your action. So in a combat round, you get one and only one action, and that is either to basically make an attack, to double move, or to evade or parry an attack. Let's see what these bats do. A collective attack. They launch a joint assault on the player character with the highest constitution. Who is that? What is Makander's constitution?
16.
What is yours, Sir Cornelius?
16 also.
Uh-oh.
Let's roll a die.
That's cool. I like that.
Makander will be 1 and 2, and Sir Cornelius will be 3 and 4. So let's see what we get here.
Ooh.
Sir Cornelius. So it's going to inflict 2d6 slashing damage, and then they will heal the same amount of damage from drinking your blood, but they haven't taken any damage. You will suffer a fear attack and must make a fear roll. And you've already used your action, so you cannot dodge this. So they will just deal damage. So it did 8 points of damage, but how much is your armor worth?
You have a great helmet?
He does.
Yes,
he
I
has
have
8 points
armor.
of armor.
So you're good,
he
yeah.
takes no damage, but he has to make a will roll to avoid fear. So please make a will roll for me. And you make it. So no fear. You are unafraid of this. We go to the bat's second turn because of their ferocity. And it's a random table for the attack. A mass attack. They split up to attack all characters within 10 meters. That's everybody. Each victim will suffer 1d8 slashing damage. Makander and Archmaester Aodhan, you can evade if you choose. That will take up your turn. Do either of you want to evade?
I will not do that.
What about you, Tony? Do you want to evade this attack?
Where do I see my armor class?
So
I know I'm a maid, so I don't have
Yeah,
much.
no, you don't have any.
Yeah, so you will
0.
Not, yep, you will not block any of this. Your evade skill is 10, so you have about a 50-50 chance of evading this if you want to evade. But then that will take your turn for this round.
No,
Can I use my
won't
guardian
evade.
ability to take that attack
yeah.
off of
Yes, you can.
Aodhan?
So tell Tony what your guardian ability does.
So I can, as a knight, I can spend 2 willpower to call the enemy to me, and it will hit me instead of another character. And since I have 8 points of armor, D8 won't damage me.
Yep. So you'll get attacked twice, and Makander gets attacked once, and the damage will be 1. So, so nobody takes any damage. So the bats are unable to get through the armor, and the knight was able to draw them off of the mage. Well done.
Nice. I like that.
Makander, your turn.
I really like that. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna smack him.
Go for it.
Now,
There we go.
I do have the Demon Slayer ability. This is a
Yes,
monster,
This
right?
is a monster, yep. So Sir Cornelius actually used that in the Sinking Tower today. So
Nice, he's got it too.
You choose to use it after you know you've hit and before you roll damage. So,
Yeah, that was what the description made it
Yep.
sound like. I'm glad that was right.
and it will add 1d8 points of damage.
Now, will that
You
do it
mentioned-
automatically, or should I?
I
add it?
think,
Sorry.
Sir Cornelius, did you have to do it manually?
No, it adds the willpower automatically.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think, or it did at least for my guardian
I think
ability.
it did the willpower, but it didn't do the damage. Yeah, so go ahead and then roll a d8 on that.
Sorry, Tony, you had a question too, but I talked over you.
No, that's fine. I was letting you resolve.
So this
Alrighty.
will, because it's a swarm, it takes half damage from physical attacks.
That makes sense. They are just bats. I'm
Yeah.
swinging a hammer at them.
But that
like,
did knock it down to almost half. And then we go to Tony. Your turn. So you.
So are there 2 bats? You mentioned a swarm, but I see 2 monsters listed.
So there.
Help me understand.
So
that.
the monster has what's called ferocity, so it gets to attack twice each round. But there's only one swarm of bats.
Okay, multiple bats.
Yep.
But
So-
it has 2 attacks. That's
Yes.
why I see that 6 and 7.
So you've got some options. You can attack with your staff. You could also use one of your spells. You do have Fireball. You have a Gust of Wind. The Pillar's probably not going to be quite as useful, but Fireball and Gust of Wind would help you out here.
What does a magic trick Ignite do?
So that would like set a torch on fire. It's usually like
not
a
the one.
flammable material. No, it wouldn't set a bat on fire. Puff of Smoke would. It gives you an advantage, like a boon on your sneaking rolls. Just kind of makes you a little less visible.
Gotcha. Well, let's go with the old standard Fireball.
All right. So if you click on
Beautiful.
Fireball, it will ask if you for you to roll it. You don't have any boons or banes. Now your power level, if you just cast it at level 1, it costs you 2 willpower points, and it does. I think it's 2d6 points of damage if you hit. If you do power level 2, it adds an extra d8, I think, and if you do power level 3, it adds another one. But every power level costs you 2 willpower. So right now, to cast it at level 1 will be 2 willpower points, level 2 would be 4 willpower points, level 3 would be 6 willpower points. And you have 18 willpower points. So I'll let you choose what level you want to cast that at. And then you'll have to roll. You need to beat a 14, get 14 or lower, and that spell will go off.
How and when do we recover willpower points?
So we can take what's called a round rest. It takes just 1 round, and you will recover some willpower points. We will also have the opportunity to do a stretch rest, which takes 10 to 15 minutes, and you will recover hit points, willpower points, and get rid of 1 condition.
Okay.
So there is opportunity. Willpower is more easily recovered than hit points.
Gotcha. We're going to try a power level 2 here.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so when you roll a dragon, you can either have it
Yeah.
not cost any willpower points, or you can have it do double damage, or you can immediately cast another spell. So you can either get all your willpower points back, or have it do double damage.
Well done.
Look, let's not cost any willpower points.
Perfect. So on your character sheet, I will go ahead and remove those, or re-add those 4 willpower points on there.
Okay.
And let me just confirm with Fireball. If you want to click on the roll damage,
Power level 2 adds damage.
it does. It adds an extra d6. So it'll do 3d6 points of damage. Oh, now,
Oh, nice.
well done. So these bats, if it's a physical attack, they are reduced by half, but fire has a normal effect, so they're going to take the full damage, which they had 11 hit points. Tony, tell me how your fireball takes out this swarm of bats.
The glorious orange eruption lances out through the sky, through the swarm, spreading and engulfing them all to ash.
Wonderful.
Oh, beautiful.
And as they sizzle and pop, you see their flaming corpses crumble down into the ground. And that is the end of combat. Well done. So you've fought your first monster. I think, Makander, your first monster just about killed you, didn't it? Wasn't it the big spider?
Yeah, on the second area, because I couldn't stealth across the bridge, funny enough.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of
I
the
just
same
challenged
thing
him to a
happened
duel,
here.
and he nearly killed me. Yeah.
I remember
It was really
that.
good.
You make it to the
I just got
second
lucky.
area.
Yeah, that was amazing, though. That was your first ever Dragonbane combat action,
Yeah.
and it was a dragon.
Yeah, lucky me.
And so that will also, you'll have a chance to improve your spellcasting ability now at the end of the adventure. So,
Right,
as you
because
enter,
it was a dragon.
because it was a dragon or a demon. Now,
Right.
as you enter the next room, you hear Ingolfr's voice once more. Fire long ago ravaged this once grand mausoleum. It holds 5 remaining sarcophagi amid piles of ash. Find ye a path through a door hidden within one of these coffins, but disturb not the scorched dead, nor the hidden trap. Let me pull your tokens out on here. how do you proceed? So we know...
I want to try an awareness roll to see if there's anything that gives me a clue which one may be right.
So you have an option. You can do awareness, which is kind of a quick glance. If you want to spend time, you can do a spot hidden. It's a more thorough search that will advance the threat timer from 1 to 2. And when it hits 6, those goblins will attack. I honestly don't think those goblins are going to be much trouble. But
I almost hope they attack.
I know, right? Maybe they have loot. So why don't you do a spot hidden instead of an awareness roll for me?
There's a dreaded 17.
Yeah.
Do you want to push that roll?
Why not?
Oh.
Oh,
Nice. Since you got a dragon, I'll either give you some extra clues, or you can remove that that condition.
I'd like to remove the condition.
Perfect.
Honestly, good call.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do as well. You find...
I figured combat's coming.
Yeah, conditions
most
are rough.
definitely. So you find that the 5 remaining sarcophagi, that there are... Because you rolled a dragon, you see there's some footprints leading towards 2 of them. And one of the sarcophagi, you notice handprints on the lid. One of these is a door, but the rest of these you were warned not to disturb the scorched dead or the hidden trap.
And actually, I'd share with the group that we found one that has the handprints on it. I just don't know if the handprint is from somebody successfully opening it or successfully triggering a trap.
Right. Well, would anyone else like to have a look there?
You asked me to look somewhere specific or just the room?
Yeah, do you want to search maybe the sarcophagus with the handprint, or you could search the rest of the room for other clues, or you may find some loot?
Yeah, I'm
Make
not
a,
really much
myth
of the
legend roll.
spot hidden type. Yeah, that's probably the wise call. I feel like you could see some, monuments on the walls and whatnot.
Yeah. Sir Cornelius, you recognize that this is the tomb of a noble forgotten to time. Some of these tomb lids are blackened, as though the fire that tore through here severely marred the surface, but you see this one right here, the surface is not blackened. It appears to be lightened, and perhaps this is a clue. This is also
I will share this little bit of insight.
This is also the one with the handprint on it.
Alright, so I think Makander would push it open then as soon as Cornelius tells him, I think this one's note, something to not like.
Give me a strength roll as you force that open.
Ooh. Darn, what are the odds?
Okay. Let's, you want to push that strength roll?
Not particularly.
Could I give it a try?
Yeah.
It's like trying to open a lid. Just can't do it. I tried. It hurts. Oh, wow. Well, the adventure ends.
The two of you are...
Is there any way I can assist them?
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll, Aodhan.
It's pull, not push.
Yeah,
There's a little sign on the side. Oh, boy.
17.
You rolling those consistently.
Yeah,
Almost as consistently as the one.
Between the
I'm
three
gonna go
of
ahead
you...
and push.
Oh, you're going to push that? Okay.
I'll push the roll.
I was going to say, your journey ends here.
Oh, that was close. Well done.
You recognize that this These two are trying to slide the lid off, but it's hinged. This opens up like a door. You notice that there are some hidden hinges in here, and you don't lift it from this side, you tell them. And as it raises, because you rolled so well, you see that there is a small spiderweb thin strand of thread as they're lifting this that breaks as the lid comes open, and a cloud of gas is released.
Ooh.
This gas trap, everyone needs to make a constitution roll. This is whenever you face a poison or a disease, you make an open opposed roll. And so there is a potency or a virulence for this. All of you succeeded, and then I roll for...
Oh, even with the Bane. Well done.
Even with the Bane. I roll for the poison. If the poison has a potency of 14... If it rolls higher than a 14, everyone is A-okay. Otherwise, we do it... Oh, there we go. Okay. So this... you turn your head. This gas has been here for a long time, and the trap seems to have lost some of its effectiveness. You cough and sputter for a moment. Everyone will become dazed, but it could have been significantly worse. So everyone will take the dazed condition.
Ooh, that is pretty rough.
Yeah.
But yes, no, it could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Believe me.
Yeah. You've dealt with you've dealt with.
Remember that trap with 3 poison daggers in the treasure? Makandra's been through it all.
I was telling Henrik about that earlier. I'm like, yeah, it could always be worse. And then I think shortly after that was when you got robbed. So. I
did. I got robbed, and then we got mugged right after I got robbed. My friend robbed me, and then me and my friend were mugged. Is what happened. It was crazy.
Everything. So,
yeah.
Yeah. That was a rough go there.
Yeah. It could have gone better, but you know that's the die.
Let's go to the next room.
Now, I have taken on 4 conditions already.
So it may be time to do a rest.
That's what I was thinking.
Do you want to rest before you go into this next room? Do a stretch rest?
I'm open to suggestions.
What does everyone think?
I think a stretch rest is permissible right about now. I don't know. I don't really need one. Is there anything? Well, yeah. I guess I did use my ability.
Well, if
we take a stretch rest, I can tend to someone. I don't really need to take it.
I don't know. Could we wander around or something? But that's not.
You guys could be searching in the previous room for loot, maybe, while the wizard takes a stretch rest. Or Makander could search while Sir Cornelius helps. Of course, he's not really down hit points. He just has conditions.
Yeah.
So,
right.
To do a stretch rest, on your character sheet, beneath where it says willpower points, it looks like a cross. That's the round rest. The next one looks like a person with little like plus signs next to them. If you click on that button, it will do a stretch rest, which takes roughly 15 minutes. You will heal up willpower and hit points, of which you are already full. So that's why it says you healed 0. But then you can remove one of those conditions. Which one would you like to remove?
Are those conditions matched up to the abilities?
To your skills.
Or is it just or is it just the way they're laid out?
Nope. So that's for your abilities. So anytime you roll a strength-related skill, that's going to have a Bane. Same with Constitution, Agility, and Intelligence. Okay. So Intelligence is your spells. So that may be the one that you may want to.
Yeah, that's the one I just took off.
Perfect. Makander and Sir Cornelius, give me a spot hidden roll, since you would be using the time to kind of search for loot.
Yeah, not really my thing. It was a try. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, you search around, but there's nothing much to be found in that previous room. It was all burned to ash, it would seem. In this room, you find a large tree with bone-white leaves, the glue of bioluminescent fungi everywhere. How ancient must this tree be? Perhaps this is a peaceful way station for travelers to rest. Aodhan, give
Would-
me a Myths and Legends roll.
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would anybody have heard of this? I feel like the Archmaster. Oh yeah, he has.
Yes, he has. So you know that this this tree has not had direct sunlight in its entire life, hence the bone white leaves. But you know that some trees are can receive all of their nutrients from other sources, and you suspect that this tree thrives on most likely blood is where it gets its nutrients from, or some sort of symbiotic relationship with another creature or other creatures. The glow of the bioluminescent fungi leads you to think that it is likely a symbiotic relationship with some sort of fungus, and that you should be cautious about the tree and the fungus in this area.
Yeah, I would share with the party we really don't want to pick the fungus or touch the tree.
Makander backs up quickly.
He's got his big webbed feet just kicking around the fungus.
I was basically right up against the tree.
Resting. Sir Cornelius,
like a
what are you
peaceful
doing?
place.
Well, hearing the wizard's advice, I think I'll just try and give the tree a wide berth as we navigate around it.
Give me an awareness roll, Sir Cornelius.
I'll take the 17.
Not, you sure you don't want the 17?
That's okay.
As you begin to head around it, you hear, almost too late, a shuffling, scraping sound coming from just the darkness just beyond the tree. And you are shocked to see some 3-foot tall spotted mushrooms with arms and teeth and rudimentary eyes begin to come out of the darkness towards the three of you. Let me
Jesus.
drag us into combat here.
Yes, I will call out and warn my companions that there is some living fungus, or rather sentient fungus, lurking here. Can I make a
from-
beast lore roll?
Yeah, make a beast lore roll. So with beast lore, you are able to determine something about these creatures, and you know that these would be very susceptible to slashing damage. That slashing damage or likely fire would be more harmful to them.
Well, you two are going to be doing the heavy
Yep.
lifting here.
If you want to go to the combat encounter screen, you can draw some initiative cards.
Oh, I never roll good
Oh,
initiative.
man.
It's the same in my other campaign. And in that one, I'm a fighter, so I have the ability to keep my initiative. I never use it.
Well, if you ever get a 1, you might want to keep it. Sir Cornelius,
Yeah.
you are up first.
Good move. Don't want him to swarm the Archmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take out this leading fungus if I can.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice.
And then I will activate my Dragon Slayer
Um,
ability.
Before you even activate it, well, first of all, this is not a monster, so you couldn't. But that was
I see.
enough damage to take it out. You sliced it in half.
Well, that's. Could I then? Actually, I'm not sure if I can do it after I've already attacked. I was going to say I could use my double slash ability, but
Yeah, I think you have to do that.
I think I
ahead
have
of
to
time.
declare that.
Yep, I think
Yeah.
you're right. We go to the next round. this one will lumber towards Makander.
Foul beast.
It strikes at you.
Of course.
Oh, of course, it gets a dragon. Do you want to try to evade or parry? You will need to get a dragon.
I think I need to get a
well.
dragon as well. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Oof. That's not too bad.
Okay, so that's like 8 damage. I have
I
7
can-
armor.
I can
Oh,
deal-
okay,
yeah,
beautiful.
it'll
That saves me
automate it.
so much mental trauma,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
happened to click there and do the math. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge chunk of my health.
This other
I can
one
respect that.
is going to come after you as well, and surely he can't roll well.
Yeah.
As long as these guys don't have bows like the other guys that couldn't hit the broadside of a barn until they could, and then they just critted you to death. This is a success. Do you want to try to evade this one? Your armor will likely block all of this.
Yeah, that's how I feel, and I have a Bane on evade, so at that point, the armor's just... Oh, it exactly blocks it.
Yeah, perfect. So, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes. This one is going to come after
Right.
Sir Cornelius. And that's a miss.
I thought that was the dragon.
Aodhan, your turn.
Okay. So I'm assuming they're kind of spread out. I won't be lucky like I was with the swarm.
Right.
Give me a moment here. The two closest to Cornelius,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they're standing next to each other
They are.
as they attack him.
Yes.
Could I cast Pillar to lift them, or would it get him with it?
Nope, you could target it so it just hits them, as long as you succeed with your casting roll.
Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Oh, a
Let's
19.
push it.
Nice.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so you bring up this pillar. So it's a large chunk of earth rises up beneath them, 3 meters high, 1 meter wide. They need to make an acrobatics roll to avoid falling off the pillar. Unfortunately there's no low ceiling, so it doesn't crush them. But for falling, they will potentially take some falling damage. So let me have them roll.
That was my hope. That they could just plummet to their death, all 3 meters.
So they have a 10. So let me roll for the first one. He needs to beat a 10. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. Sorry. Let's try that again. Oh, so that one fails. And the second one... So the second one succeeds, but the first one will fail, and he will take this much in falling damage.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. So that makes him, that knocks him down to half of his health. Well done. And it is his turn. He is going to lurch towards you. That will give Sir Cornelius a free attack unless he can make an evade roll. So let me make an evade roll for the fungus. He needs to beat a 10. He does not. So Sir Cornelius, you get a free strike, and he cannot parry or dodge. Excellent. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, that's got to be the end of him.
Oh yeah. So as he rushes after the wizard, his Claws extended, you see this sword sweep down and lop the arm off. Another sword swing takes the top of the cap off, and the mushroom falls dead at your feet.
Yay.
Go back to to Makander. Your turn.
Yeah,
Bottom of the
exciting
order.
stuff.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, could have been better.
Not bad. We'll take
2d10, I rolled a 1 and a 4.
I know, right? Could have been 20. We'll take 5. That's the end of the first round of combat. The initiative cards are automatically reshuffled. The wizard is
beautiful.
up first.
It looks like Makander's going to need some help.
Yeah, he's definitely
Just about half
taking
health,
a
a little
beating
under.
there.
And my spells,
exactly
they're
that.
all targeted, correct?
Yes.
Fireball.
Yep.
Yeah, I
if
just
you
worried
can-
about the old D&D where I throw a fireball and it burns everything in the room.
Nope. This is more like a fire bolt, just a very small one.
Okay. Let's fire away.
And are you doing power level 1 or 2?
I did a 1.
Or 1? So
Well, this one's
that
hers, so
succeeds.
that's the one you hit, and that's
Go ahead
probably
and-
pretty epic.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Oh, okay. Tell me how you
End of
take
his
this
day.
guy out with a fireball.
Oh, he runs around screaming as the cap's engulfed in flames until he finally collapses dead.
Nice. And he is gone. The last remaining one, or no, sorry, there's 2 left. The one
Penultimate.
The last one on Makander will roll. Oh, and he gets a success. Do you want to parry or dodge?
No, I'll take it.
And you easily block that. We go
Yeah, that one just got lucky.
We go to Makander's turn.
Oh.
Nice. Oh man, terrible dice rolls.
Yeah, what is going
Damage.
on?
Now, did it take damage in the previous round?
I don't think it did.
Okay.
I think that's its first bit of damage. Sir Cornelius.
So this mushroom in front of me is up on a pillar.
No, he fell. Or no, yeah, he did not fall off the pillar. So he's up on a pillar.
So I think I'll just go around the pillar and over to Makander.
And he's up high enough that he can't swipe at you unless he jumps down. But it's not his
Oh,
turn
what about-
yet. So roll damage.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
See, why can't I be doing that?
I know your damage has just been atrocious. That
All
one
I've
was-
done this battle is get beat up.
But you're doing it so
Armor
well.
test.
Yeah, the armor did great, except for the part where I lost half my health in one blow.
The
That
fungi,
otherwise, it's been amazing.
the fungi will climb down off that pillar, and he's going after the wizard. And let me give him an attack here. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
You actually might just die
I will
here.
use-
Well, not die,
I will
but
use my guardian ability here,
perfect.
so I'll take that damage.
What's your armor? 8?
Yes, I'll be down to 2 hit points, but I can take it.
Yeah, you can take it.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I think I was taking that off, but you got it.
oh man, what is this initiative?
The fungi's turn.
Well, I've got guardian too.
So, would he be over by me now, the fungus, then?
Yeah, if you use Guardian, then he has to come and attack you. And he'd probably continue to attack you.
I think I'll activate Guardian then.
Activate
Take
Guardian?
that attack. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the dragon.
And he misses. Sir Cornelius.
I think hopefully I'll be able to. He's damaged, right?
Yes. Or no, he is not. He's got 12 hit points.
Oh,
If you don't kill him, I do get to attack as well. And I guess it's also out of. Oh, does he have any
I
armor?
will use my Oh, I guess it can't do
Yeah,
Dragon
can't
Slayer
do
actually
Dragon
because
Slayer.
this is
But
a monster.
you did just enough damage. He had
Well
12
done.
hit points and no armor.
Nice.
Well, I'm down to 2 hit points, so I definitely need a rest here.
Yeah, you can do your stretch rest here if you like.
And it is grayed out. I can't actually
Oh,
activate it.
Go ahead and heal 1d6 hit points, 1d6 willpower, and remove a condition.
And then, can I do a healing roll on myself to heal more? I do have bandages in my inventory.
Could we have done a shift rest?
So, the shift would be 8 hours. That would for sure provoke the goblins.
Goblin.
If
Right.
no one else is... Well, see, Makander needs to heal as well. If
Yeah, I'm half health.
If Aodhan wants to make a healing roll with the bandages, he would not have a bane on that, and you could potentially heal an additional 1d6.
Sure.
So give me a healing roll, Aodhan. That is a success. So both of you, so if you want to use double bandages, both of you can heal 2d6 hit points, Sir Cornelius and Makander, 1d6 willpower, and heal a condition.
Thank you, Magister.
Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, Sir Cornelius heals 14
Much better.
and Makander heals 5. So,
Oh, goodness me.
Now I'm at 13 hit points, so a little more to work
a
with.
little better. Just want to travel to
Well,
the
that's
next
amazing.
room.
I'm actually back to full almost.
Nice.
But you get one condition back too? Is that
Yes,
willpower,
yeah,
is it?
you will recover one condition.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
It worries me how we're going to do on Path of Glory if we struggle with some
Yeah.
3 foot tall mushrooms.
Honest to goodness.
Well, hopefully
Yeah,
you've got a wizard with you that has the heal wounds magic that heals 2d6 hit points.
do we? I don't know if that we do.
Yeah, so I think Reese's character, I believe, has that.
Oh, that would be so good. He's a really good team player, Reese. He
Yeah.
made plans for us and everything, like a whole strategy. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Let's go to the next area. The Great Old One Bridge.
Uh-oh. That's a different game.
Right?
Yeah.
The pathway ahead ends at a locked portcullis. Beyond is a fleshy bridge made of a mass of cyclopean tentacles. Myths and legends tell of a great old one that dwelled in the deep. Perhaps it is slumbering, perhaps not. Either way, the goal of our quest lies beyond this fleshy bridge. The portcullis is locked. We will need to first pass the portcullis here, and then traverse the bridge over to the other side. Let me pull some tokens out for us. Let's see. Makander is right there. And Sir Cornelius. How do you proceed?
I guess boldly, just scrolling forward, or is it block?
So you'll just have to get through the portcullis. You could try a strength roll to try and open it.
Yeah, if...
Oh,
Wow.
Makander seems to have it.
So Makander gets angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. You see him trembling as he's pulling and prying, and he bends the bars of the portcullis enough to allow you all to slip through with absolute ferocity. As you...
Yes, those mushrooms were personal.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary stuff. I almost died. One little chump. I gotta prove myself now.
As you first set foot on this fleshy bridge, you notice that it is alive. It is slightly undulating beneath you. You had best tread carefully, lest you wake whatever this beast is that spans this area.
Oh, that's not my expertise.
Now,
Would a myths and legends roll give us any information on a soothing pattern of walking?
yeah, go ahead and give me a roll. Do you want to push that and take your last condition?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy.
You only live once.
Exactly.
Couldn't
And it did
Pander
no
give it a
good.
think? See if he's heard any tales about this
Yeah.
weird thing. Pander's not a dummy. Oh,
There
Oh.
you go.
Soothe this beast. You know that it is a 3 steps and then 2 steps and then 3 steps and 2, that will lull this beast into complacency.
I think I would whisper these directions to the party, of course. I've heard tale of this creature.
As everyone is crossing using this special pattern, just make an agility roll.
Hey.
Oh, that was on a dragon. So, Makander, do you want to push that roll? And Aodhan, you failed your roll.
I only have a 50-50 shot. I don't really want to push on a 50-50.
Sir Cornelius, you make it over to the other side. Makander and Aodhan, as you are crossing, your foot slips and you do 3 steps and 3 steps. And the tentacle begins to writhe and undulate as though something has disturbed the beast. It has been lulled out of this hypnotic slumber. Give me either acrobatics or another agility roll to try and dash to the other side before the tentacle begins to flail wildly.
Ouch.
Oh, that's so brutal. Conditions are harsh in this. Yeah.
Makander makes it. Archmaester Aodhan, the tentacle rises up as you leap across, and you will strike the ground. You will take some damage as you land. You will take 4 points of damage.
And do I just click those on the hit
Yep,
points?
just click it 4 times, or click 4 of the little
Oh, okay, I
circles.
see. Got it.
Perfect. And let's go to the last room.
That was a successful crossing in my book.
Yeah, as long as everybody made it across, that's a success.
Yeah. Even had a little help.
As you reach this last room, you hear Ingolfr's voice in your mind. The cultists take refuge here with their prisoner. My sight cannot glean their aims, but the blood-stained altar at the center of this chamber has seen countless deaths at the hands of those seeking parley with demonic forces. But I sense fear, hesitation in these cultists. They'll not die needlessly for their cause, I suspect. Free Goram from their clutches. Let me pull some tokens out here. You see a cult leader standing near the top of the altar. And there are 4 cultists flanking the room. Thus far, you are hidden from sight, but you can see the cult leader performing some sort of ritual, and behind him, chained to the ground, you see this figure. Clearly this is Goram, the orc that you are seeking. How do you proceed?
Well, I think Makander's just gonna attack the cultists closest to him. Generally, he's got a bad experience with cultists.
He's lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, he's certainly not sneaking in. And I don't know if that disrupts, like, if anyone wanted to do stealth and that, like, me going in stops that, I might wait, but yeah, I would just start the combat. Oh, and I got one, too.
Ooh.
Fitting, seeing as I started the combat in my mind.
Right.
Would have been weird if I got a 10.
You took the jump here. Let's get some good music going here.
I need to be pulling a card, is that correct?
Yes. Draw an initiative card.
Sorry.
And let's begin combat. Makander, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my ill-tempered ability because
Nice.
I hate cultists. These guys are no good.
Excellent. Roll damage. Oh my gosh.
Wow,
Your
what
damage
the
rolls are
hell?
just horrible.
That is unbelievable.
That's
Oh,
almost the lowest
God.
you could have rolled on that.
Just
Wow.
kill me now. He's gonna crit me, I know it.
That was
Nasty
awful.
little dices.
Unbelievable.
The cult leader begins to wave his arms as though he is casting some sort of spell, and he directs everyone towards the interlopers that have entered into the room. Cultist number 2 will begin to cross the room. He doesn't quite have the movement to get all the way across. Cultist number 3 will attack Makander. That is a hit. And you will block most of that damage.
Question here.
Yes.
If his armor class is 7 and they did 9 damage, he takes 2 points of damage.
Yes, that's correct.
Correct.
Yep, so armor
Okay.
does not make you any harder to hit, it just absorbs damage.
Thank you.
It also gives you banes on some of your skills, making it harder to sneak or move or things like that. So that is the drawback to using armor. But the damage absorption is pretty spectacular.
It gives you a bane on all the skills you need to save your life. basically.
Right.
Seriously, it's like evade, sneak, it's pretty crippling.
And so you will block all of that damage there. Cultist number 1 is going to move across. Aodhan, your turn, and then Sir Cornelius.
Is the cult leader reading from a book or anything of that nature?
No, but you sense that he is casting some sort of magical spell.
Well, we need to interrupt that. Can I hit him with a fireball from this distance?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Could be worse. Could be 2 1s.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Let me give him a roll. See if he can take his concentration.
Oh, that helped him, I'm sure.
Yep. Sir Cornelius, your turn.
I will charge up to these two cultists and hold them off.
And do your double slash.
Yes, I do want to do that. So I roll 2 attacks separately for this, I believe.
No, it's one attack and you roll damage twice. So 2 separate damages,
Ah,
but it's
okay.
one attack. And that's a hit. Now, do you want to... Oh, I guess you can't do your Dragon Slayer. These are not monsters. Nice, and then...
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, then go ahead and roll 2d10 plus 1d6.
Yeah.
Yay, dead cultist.
Oh, and almost 2 dead. This guy has 1 hit point.
So I think I just bring my sword up for a chop, and I slice one in half, and I keep going, and I get halfway through the other one, but he's still got a little bit left.
Nice. We go to Archmaster.
Oh, I'm still going to stay focused on the cult leader.
Okay.
If you'll give me a moment, do a little reading here. So let's try a gust of wind on him.
Okay.
And my hope is that I can gust him back into the orc we've come for.
Oh, I like it.
You know, hopefully he can get a knee in the back or something.
So they'll be pushed 2d4 meters away, and then suffer the same amount of bludgeoning damage. That failed. So your casting roll failed. So you still use the willpower points, but the spell does not go off.
Right.
But it was a great idea. I do definitely like the idea. Cultist number 4 is going to attack Makander. And that is a miss. The cult leader, his spell goes off, and he dips his hand in the blood on the altar and holds it up above his head. It drips over him, and he recovers some hit points. And is perfect. And then he takes there we go. Makander, your turn.
Oh my goodness. Just kill me. What is going on? Oh, well.
Hit yourself.
So I'm not a fan of doing damage to yourself. I'm going to say you drop your Warhammer, and it will take an action to pick it up.
All right.
Man, having a day. Cultist number 2 will go after Sir Cornelius.
At least you're getting the bad rolls out now before we start the campaign.
You say that, but
Well, and
I would get ahead of
hopefully
myself.
This will give you a chance to improve that skill. Sir Cornelius, do you want to dodge or parry this?
No, I'll just take the hit.
And you'll block all of that damage. Sir Cornelius, your turn.
Alright, I will try and finish off this final cultist.
He's got 1
Finger
hit
poke
point.
of death.
Yeah, there we go. You decapitate this dude. And you can move if you like.
Yeah, I will move up to Makander and try and draw one of the cultists off of him.
And you succeed. This cultist will target you. He's the next to go. And you will block all of that as well. The cult leader, he will draw a long sword, and he's going to come down and stab Sir Cornelius. And that's going to deal, I think, what, 1 point. Let me add that to you. I think you're, yep. Oops.
Oh, I already added
sorry,
it.
but yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. I fixed it.
And then Sir Cornelius, your turn. You are flanked.
I will return his.
Do you want
Well,
to-
is he a monster?
No. Do you want to double slash? You could hit both him and the cultist next to you.
Yeah, I think I will. Double slash.
You said the cult leader does not count as a monster?
He is not a monster. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So that is a hit. So roll damage, and you'll do it twice.
That'll be. Can I do that against the cultist?
Yeah. We'll give that guy the 5. And he does have some armor on, but that's a pretty good blow there.
Now, do we have
Well,
any way of seeing the health conditions of the creatures we're fighting? Can we tell if they're bloodied or winded or gushing blood or...
Not unless I think I activate the status on here. If you hover over them, do you see health bars beneath them? I'm not
No.
sure if you do, or only I do. So they are all wounded. In fact, they're all basically at 50%, except for the leader is a little bit below 50%. Makander, it's your turn. Your hammer is at your feet. It's going to take your action to pick up that hammer unless you have another weapon you want to use.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do have my other hammer on me.
You could pull
That's
that
kinda
out
silly.
and use that, or you could pick up your Worldbreaker Warhammer.
At this point, I just want to hit something. I know I'll roll like a... Okay, well... Oh my goodness.
Wow. Yeah, you get all
With-
this out now. Do you want to push that?
Yeah, I guess I'd better.
Oh
Of
my
course.
Gosh,
Sometimes the dice push back.
the enemy gets a free attack that cannot be dodged or parried. Okay, let me make an attack roll for this guy here.
The wording of that made me picture a duck in a trench coat.
Is you expose yourself to the cultist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a miss. So the free attack misses.
Yay.
Aodhan, your turn.
Going after the cult leader again. I see him as the biggest target, the biggest enemy. We're gonna fireball him. We got a hit.
Nice. Roll damage.
Good hit.
Excellent hit.
And I can move still, yes?
Yes, and the cult leader drops.
Oh, good.
And you may still take your movement.
Yeah, I just fell back.
Perfect. The remaining...
I figure I definitely have their attention.
Oh, yeah. The remaining 2 cultists, at seeing their leader drop, I'm going to give them a will roll. They each need to beat a 10. And one of them leaves and one does not. So this one here is going to turn to flee. So Makander, you get a free attack on that one. He cannot dodge or parry.
So I'll just punch him, I guess.
Perfect.
Well, you have your second hammer
Yeah, you still
in
have your
hand.
second hammer. You didn't drop that one.
I did. I tried to use my second hammer and dropped that.
No, you didn't drop it. You just exposed yourself to the enemy.
Oh.
So you still have
Oh.
your hammer. So go ahead and roll damage. For your
Hey,
hammer.
I rolled brawling, but I'll roll. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not really targeted.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Ruin his
Okay.
whole day.
Oh,
Now
God.
you can deal damage. So how do you chop this? Just smash this guy down with your hammer as he turns to flee.
Yeah, he's just turning to flee, and I think if there's anything Makander hates, it's a coward, and he just takes him in the back of the head, lights out. I don't think the guy even knows it happens.
Nice. This remaining fellow will go after Sir Cornelius. Oh!
Oh no.
He will deal. He can do double damage or a free attack against another enemy. He's going to do a free attack. He's going to attack both Makander and Sir Cornelius. So, first attack is going to be 8. Ah, man, to Sir Cornelius, that's nothing because your armor blocks it all. And then the free attack on Makander, which this cannot be dodged or parried. And that's a hit. And your armor blocks most of that. Let me assign that damage to you. And we go to the next round. And Makander, or nope, Aodhan, you were up, and then Makander. What you got, Tony?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Yeah,
hear
now
you.
we can.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I just realized I was temporarily broken there.
Oh,
So it's my attack. Let's do some damage. Hey, Fireball's been working.
yes, it has.
Still does.
Nice. Roll damage. He is nearly down. Makander, can you finish him?
Oh, I would very much like that.
Oh, yes, you
Oh, that was
can.
almost 17.
Roll damage.
Beautiful.
Now you're doing it. And he falls. Gets out of combat.
Now that we're here, I think we should definitely, now that we've cleared it, look for some treasure.
Yeah, loot the place. Give me
I
some.
do like treasure. I gotta save up for a new helmet or something.
Yeah, let's do some spot hidden rolls.
Uh-oh.
In fact, if we're safe, can I take my helmet off and get rid of my
You
Bane
sure
on
can.
slot hidden?
Yeah.
Oh, man, just one off.
You want to push your roll, Makander, or you want to take your helmet off and try it again?
My helmet doesn't give me a bane.
Oh,
so
doesn't it?
It's
Oh,
just,
that's
it's just that I suck at it. Yeah, I might as well take a bane, I guess.
It's the end of the adventure.
Oh my goodness. Just on.
So we're gonna pull up a treasure card for Aodhan.
3
get-
poison dagger.
Right. You get a book, the Handbook of the Master Carpenter, which is, you could sell that in town for 25 gold.
Okay.
And Sir Cornelius, you find a silver ring, and this silver ring is worth. Let's see how much silver. 5 silver. Oh, not great. Makander, are you gonna get poison dagger? Nope. 130 silver coins. Nice.
And the whole
Is
time
that
the
like
orcs
13 gold
changed
though?
the floor.
Yeah, 13 gold. Sorry, what was that?
Oh
Tony?
yeah,
Is
that's
this ring
true.
fit
That
any
is
of my
brutal. We're
fingers?
just looking for treasure and the orcs chained up.
Right? He's like,
He's
guys,
like, guys,
go,
hello.
You free Goram from his bonds. He is grateful Thank you very much. Get me back to Ingolfr. The journey back is unremarkable. You get him back. Ingolfr is more than pleased to see everyone. Somewhere I've got a map here. Let's get you back to the map. He thanks you for your service, for helping to recover Goram, who will surely be useful to the fight against demonkind. Let me pull some tokens out here. You now get a chance to upgrade some stats. Now, in the game, in the solo game, you just pick 5 skills. In the normal game, there's a questionnaire. You have to answer the questions. I'm a fan of just picking 5 skills. So if you open up your character sheet, if you go to skills, like Tony, if I'm looking at yours, your spot hidden next to the number, there's a little arrow pointing up. That means you rolled a demon or a dragon on that. You can pick 5 other skills. Just check 5 more of those white boxes for 5 other skills. And then if you click on that arrow, it will make an improvement roll. And you want to fail this roll. And if you fail this roll, then it will go up by 1. And so Sir Cornelius and Makander, same thing. You can choose 5 skills and try to improve those.
I failed to increase my awareness.
See, now you guys are rolling great. There's an 18 and a 19. There we go. So Beast Lore increased for Sir Cornelius.
Why is it failing everything?
Yeah, you're rolling well now.
I just have a question. How much does a Great Helm cost?
Let me look that up.
Wait, that was languages.
So if you go under the journal, there's a player reference. There should be... actually, I don't have it there. Never mind, that has weapons. That doesn't have gear. Let me find it. Oh no, gear should be listed under the journal as well. You should have access to that. Armor and helmets. The Great Helm costs 100 gold.
And would I get a discount? I am a bit of a hero in these parts, I think.
You could make a bartering roll to try and talk them down. I'll give you a boon on that because you are pretty well known here.
Right. If I sell all of the miscellaneous stuff I have for flat gold, I've got about 78 gold.
Yeah.
Like if it's just the value in their descriptions.
Yeah, I'd be okay with
Which, yeah, could I yeah, I guess could I do a bartering? I want to look at a Great Helm, and that's 100 gold.
Yeah,
so if I could
roll the
lower
dragon
that,
on
then-
it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
that. So he will make you a deal. So normally, I'm going to say with a bartering, he would have gone to 50 gold. But because you're so well known, he'll do it for 35 gold for a Great Helm for Sir Cornelius.
I will have one commissioned, and when it is finished, I will present it to Makander in a show of good
Oh.
faith.
There we
Wow,
go.
this is a great knight. A man of chivalry.
Let me pull up Makander's character sheet, and I'll plot a Great Helm on there.
I could also. I would like to pay you back some gold because I just made a lot of gold. So I don't know. You could be 35, but
Oh.
you at least accept I can pay you back it in full if you like. I'm super
No,
honored.
that's
I don't wanna
okay. I
insult your pride. Let me give you like half at least.
Sir Cornelius has lots of gold to spare, and he sees that you will be a useful ally in the days to come. So he's glad to provide you with this.
Ah, well, then I'll owe you a favor, an oath. Good man.
We can, of course, an oath of companionship, of friendship.
Well, I would be delighted.
So now you've got a Great Helm in your inventory, Makander, and you can.
I'll remove all the things I sold, which is like my open helmet, the 2 short swords, the book, and my heavy warhammer.
I will equip your Great Helm. Oops, I think I'll let you do it. You want to equip
Alright,
your
yeah.
great helm. And that will take your armor up to 8. Perfect.
And Sir Cornelius will mount his warhorse and bid both of his companions farewell until we meet in the Dead Forest.
Excellent. And
Work
you
for me.
head out onto the
Good
path
man.
of glory.
Let's salute him. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, good stuff.
Any other purchases you guys would like to make?
I do have a question here.
Yes.
I found or looted the handbook of the Master Carpenter,
Yes.
but I don't see it in the inventory.
Oh, I don't think I put it in your inventory. Let me grab that.
Okay.
You can sell that for 25 gold in town.
Yeah,
if you want.
that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and if you want to make a bartering roll, you might get a better deal on that.
Okay. That's under skills, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oof.
Ooh, that dragon would have been awfully nice.
Wouldn't it, though?
Do you want to push?
And
that?
we didn't think to rest. No, I don't have anything to push
you can't
with.
push it. Yeah, you've used all your skills. You get 25. That'll take you up to 32 gold. I just added it to your character sheet. Oops, I added that to
Thank you.
silver. Sorry, let me fix that.
Yes, you did.
7, and that will be
7 and 25 gold.
There we go. And actually, I can. You're not using Aodhan in the campaign. I can add that 25 gold to the character that you will be using.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
My backup character is also an elementalist.
Oh yeah.
Can we just take the advancement this character made and apply it there?
Yep, and I'm actually going to, when that campaign starts, I'm going to let you roll a couple of these. So if it's a brand new character, what I'll probably do is give you 4 rounds of improvement rolls. So you'll pick 5 skills and try to improve them, and then do it again and again and again, and then they'll be ready to start in there. But then I will let you pre-start with the advancements that you've already taken. So I'll make that change to your character really quickly. So you improved.
I think one thing.
Looks like languages. Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, looks like languages improved. So I will. I'll make that change to your backup character.
And then for my primary character, can we go ahead and just get those rolls out of the way now so
Yeah.
it doesn't slow things down
Yep.
at game time? Because I think
me-
everybody else is bringing experienced characters, right?
Yeah. Let me.
Clara actually changed her mind. She's gonna bring a custom character. She's gonna roll one up.
She's not going to do Prasanna.
She told me that today. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. In fact, if you guys want, if we're done on here, I'll pull us out and we can hop back in on Path of Glory, and you can make
Sure.
that change real quick. Let me.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll hop along. Only because I'm still
Yeah.
looking at the shop to see if I want anything.
Let me. Well, I won't be able to jump in there until we're all done here. So I'll let you finish your shopping, and then we'll jump over
All right.
to Path of Glory.